Hey, this is Coach Jansen, official shooting trainer, Visionary Basketball. Today, I'm going to show you how you can become a better free throw shooter. Let's get to it. Every great free throw shooter knows the value of getting to the free throw line. When you get here, you want to make sure you hit all your foul shots to make sure that your opponent's fouls are bad fouls every time. The first thing is every time you get fouled in a game, when you start working your way to the free throw line, you really want to make sure you disengage with the referee. Don't make eye contact. They're looking at you and looking at your eyes to pass you the ball. But you want to focus on yourself, catch your breath, take your time, get your shooting foot to the shooting free throw spot. I call it a free throw spot. There's usually a little dot right in the middle on the free throw line. Now, when they paint every gym line, right, when they do these circles, here they have to use a compass. So a lot of times they actually stick a nail in there, there's gonna be a mark, there's some sort of a finishing point, right? There's a spot usually here. A lot of gyms as well, there's a lot of lines. Sometimes you got that volleyball line that goes right through it and right to the hoop, right? So then you want to line up your shooting foot, right, your second toe, right on that shooting free throw spot. If I can do that, everything will stay in line. So put your foot on that spot. My next foot, I want to make sure that I'm actually keeping balance. So what I want to do here is I want to actually just have it out on a 45. This really emphasizes me square to the hoop, or my shoulder, foot square to the hoop, and keeps my balance, right? So that's really important when we start off. Next, what I want to do is I want to make sure that I have a certain routine that I do every single time, that you've done on the driveway, in any gym. You're always doing the exact same things. A lot of times when it's showy, you're going to distract yourself. I see a lot of people wanting to spin the ball, but what happens if you spin a little bit too far, right? If I do have people dribbling back and forth, right, what happens if it hits your toe, right? You want to keep it simple. Make it all simple. So what I want to do is, for me, my free throw line shot, I basically take 3 dribbles, right? So I take these dribbles and I give it as an opportunity for me to actually put my weight and distribute my weight back and forth to stabilize myself into a perfect stance. So I use the 3 dribbles, go back and forth, get into my perfect stance, my ready position. I get my knees down. And then from here, I want to push with the knees. I want to elevate the elbow. I want to snap the wrist. I want to keep a good high arc. And lastly, I want to make sure that my guide hand, right, is guiding the ball so the palm is facing the side of the hoop. So I'm here, getting back and forth. I want to lock into my ready position. I got my wrinkles in the wrist, up and shoot, and I want to hold that position. Last thing, stay on the line. If you think you're going to be maybe missing, right, or whatever it is, you're not quite sure, you got to stay on the line. Don't get in the habit of taking steps away from the line. Stay firm, confident at the line, and get to your toes and hold your release. So I'm going to give you a free throw challenge. Every time you come into the gym and you have a practice, you're training, whatever it may be, I challenge you to hit 3 swishes from the free throw line before you can leave the gym. So those are a few tips of how you can become a better free throw shooter. If you like that video, make sure that you give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button. Also, in the comment section below, send us some questions or things that you might want to see in the future. We'll see you next time.